ruck work. PJ DeSanto looks like he's going to be the opponent for Jimmy Hybens. So now he's taking up front position to Sando. Hybens from behind, works his way there, taps the ball back to the front of the contest. Templeton runs onto it, little boot round the corner, goes towards Cations, overruns it, picked up by Swenison. Handball comes out the back, ends up in the hands of Ryan, but he's pushed over the boundary line, so we'll have another throw in, far side of the ground.
And I can't help but just glance at Inverley's forward line now that they're halfway down the ground. You've just got Darren Matheson. The ball's 100 metres or 60 metres away. He'll still have his hand on Jack Kennedy Hunt's chest. And you've got Rickett just filling that space, Glenn Archer style, right in front.
So Gerard off the contest, kicks the ball back towards the half-forward line. And it goes towards Seed, gets through the contest, gets through nicely. Handball's back outside, went to Mays. He was taken high, umpire wrong side of the contest. Now he's going to be pinged. No, he won't. Umpire said it's a ball up. Take position or take place just forward point of the square on the far side of the ground here.
So just to explain that space again, Dale, Kennedy Hunt and Matheson, the only ones in the forward 50, but the ball up's taking place 55 out.
So ball up now. Hyman's doing the ruck work. Ricketts guarding the space. Now there's a free kick. Which way is it going to go? And goes towards Stevie Rickett. So it must have been against Hyman's for a hold. I think the umpire indicated. So he's now looking to bring the ball back into the middle of the ground. Low flat kick goes towards Pittman. Ball comes out the back. High, says the umpire. So North Geelong, they win a free kick in the middle of the ground. And it's going to Jamie Pittman.
Yeah, against Jackie Filet there. Pittman now. Looking for some movement up forward, but gee, it's a pretty clustered forward line.
Got every Inverleigh player back by a bar. Kennedy Hunt. Great kick into the forward line.
Fitzsimmons has found some space at the last minute and takes a nice grab. 45 out from goal, very slight angle. Chance here for the Pies to kick their 5th goal and bring them back within about 4 points. What have we been travelling? 18 minutes of this second quarter here in the GTFL season 2017 round 8 match of the day. Hope you're enjoying the call on 94.7 Pulse FM. Fitzsimmons, the right foot drop punt, looks pretty good from here. Goal umpire likes it as well. Great goal, Derek Fitzsimmons.
His 3rd goal for the season, but one of the legends of this league. Over 250 games for Anarchy and North Geelong combined, and 8 club best and fairest to his name. 2 at Anarchy, 6 here. You don't see that often these days, do you?
No, you certainly do not. And, well, North Geelong, persistency always prevails, Dale, as you well know.
Yes, they're going along very nicely. They've been able to win some clean possession and now not too far away. Only 4-point margin, so ball back in the middle of the ground. Hyman this time gets the ball down, picked up, cleaned away. And North Geelong through Redfern gets a handball back inside to Chandler. Went back outside, running player Van Cregan. So they weigh again. They go back into the forward line. Parker, ball comes up over the top. Going at ground level. Kingwell just tried to guard the space. Ends up in the hands of Parker. He goes back towards goal.
Surely not a third.
Tell me.
He has Lukey Parker from the boundary line.
That's the goal of the afternoon.
Third of the afternoon.
You don't mind, umpire.
6 goals, 2 North Geelong. They lead Inverleigh on 5-6, and we have gone at 19 minutes. Second quarter.
The horse has bolted, gentlemen.
Well, the Weekly Times, they wanted the best local footy goals around Victoria, and I think that's one of them. Look at that, Luke Parker. The last 3 kicks have all been goals, and that one was probably the best we've seen for the month, if not the season.
Inverleigh had the first of the second quarter, but since then, it's been all North Geelong.
Yeah, well, it's taken 19 minutes into the second quarter, but the Pies are in front.
Back with Hymans in the middle of the ground. He gets the ball and goes back and collects the ball himself. Into the half-forward line it goes. Kennedy Hunt comes out, tries to get the handball away. Ends up in the hands of Hamer. Hamer outside, goes towards Soldick. He looks up, kicks into the forward line, and a good kick will find Grozdanovsky just inside 50. So he's an opportunity, and I reckon right on his distance here. So Grozdanovsky will go back. Templeton was the first leading option that came up. So from inside 50, steps inside now, loads up, goes long. It's coming back but won't come back. Ooh, anyway, I was going to say far enough, but it nearly did.
It wasn't a bad effort.
We saw a few of those at the Winter Reserve, didn't we, Dale, last week?
We did. 5-7 Inverleigh, 6-2 North Geelong. The ball back in quickly from Ryan has found Chandler. He's short over the top. Elmer presents up. So the ball outside 50, 2 good kicks. said this is where we need to just maintain possession of the ball, move it further afield. He goes out and he goes long, goes wide to PJ DeSando. He's up, ball through the contest. Fitzsimmons read that nicely, picks the ball up, goes back into the half-forward line, going across Violet, picked up by Parker to Pittman. Pittman on the left boot, tried to place it back out in front of Parker, but Hyman's is standing there. Handball's back outside, went towards Violet. He went back and collected it, needs to get the handball
Great
away.
tackle.
Tackled down and tackled by Davis. Umpire says he was okay, no prior opportunity. Have a ball up situation inside forward 50 for North Geelong.
Still a tremendous effort, though. This time 2 weeks ago, we wouldn't have seen 21-year-old Tom Davis do that to a Belpost Hill player. Whatever's happened in the last 2 weeks, it's working because he just did that then.
Well, they're right in this footy match here this afternoon at North Geelong, the home of the fabulous North Geelong Magpies. Ball now out of sight of the ground. Centre wing, chance there. Could have been Grundle. Overran the footy. Chance now. Quick hands there. That was Redfern, I think you'll find. Got it across to a teammate. Dropped the footy at the crucial time. Now support. Goes in hard. Again, the ball like a pinball machine at the minute. Comes back to Grundle now. Hand pass over the top. Can the Hawks penetrate the defence of the Maggies? No, they can't because Redfern mops up. His kick, though, was a high and wide, and he's popped it over the line, out of bounds on the full. And the Inverleigh Hawks now will take the penalty-free kick right on out of side centre wing. Kicks back into play. Good work. Finds a loose Gerard. Gerard now kicks into the pocket looking for the Warwick Kappa of Inverleigh, I was going to suggest, because he even looks like him. The blonde hair. Couldn't control it. Now the Pies mop up. Kicks to centre half back. Chandler, who's been good. Kick, though, just dropped short there on his teammate in Fitzsimmons.
Oh, finish with a goal,
Michael
Best.
Best with those psychedelic boots has kicked the ball to the pocket, but unable to catch it there was the Inverleigh side, and some great defensive work. Sees Brockenshire hand the ball back to the boundary umpire for a throw-in about 30 metres from the Inverleigh goal. 23 minutes gone of this second quarter, and the North Geelong Magpies 1 point in front.
1 point in front. Who would have picked that?
The ball back in the hands now of Hutchison. Runs away from the goals. Screws back on the right foot. Goes back towards the goal square. Both players are wrestling each other. Ryan, good support. Comes across. Takes the ball now. Runs out of defence. First bounce. His kick goes towards Elmer. Great pick up on the half volley. Steadies him. Props himself. Goes inside. And the mark's taken there by Swinnerson. This is Thomas. He goes back outside. Good kick. Armistead takes the mark. Outside field. Defensive 50. So now down the boundary line, DeSanto was letting me the option. He goes short. Brent Swinnerson kick, turned over. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because they've got support there. Brent Swinnerson went back towards Armistead, picked up there. Hutchison dribbles the ball forward, picked up by Grundle, stops and props, goes towards Kennedy Hunt. Nice finish. And Kennedy Hunt comes out and takes the mark.
It's one of the best things about football. Two forwards that can just read each other. And Kennedy Hunt's actually now going to get it back to Grundle, just proving my point right there.
So Dalton Grundle now will have a chance from directly in front. Pretty close to 20 metres out, almost, as I said, will be directly in front. And he will go back and shoot for his first goal of the afternoon. And regain the lead for Inverleigh if he kicks accurately. If not, we'll tie things away. At worst, we would hope. So Dalton Grundle comes in, kicks it goal. Umpire does not move, looks straight back over ahead. And it's a goal to Dalton Grundle, the 6 now to Inverleigh. They move to 6-7-43, and North Geelong are on 6-2-38. And we have travelled nearly 25 minutes. Second quarter, Common Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Dalton, that's his 12th goal for the season, but I reckon he was on about a bit, give or take 15 to 20 this time last year. And one of the reasons I think he's been able to provide Kennedy Hunt with more of the ball is because he's actually asserted himself off of half forward into the contest a little bit more. Interleague coach Jeremy Power almost rated him as one of the tall inside midfielders of the side, and that's why he squeezed on the Raiders' best that day. Back
to the centre we go. Been a hold on play, I think you'll find, or an infringement at the centre square. Umpire is suggesting Inverleigh gets a free kick, and Jordan Drew, takes possession right in the middle of Osborne Park, North Geelong. Kicks down there, but in front. Good mark, Toby Ryan. Waste no time, goes out wide to Chandler. Right half back, takes his time, looks up the ground, looking for the leading Pittman. Beautiful footy, finds Pittman on the lead. Swings around onto that left foot. Looks up the ground. Fitzsimmons makes position. Knocks the ball down to the ground. Can Parker kick another? He's third for the term. No, he can't. Great work there again, Michael. Best in those psychedelic boots.
I think you'll find he's already kicked the 3 run. He kicked back-to-back goals, then Fitzsimmons, then him again.
There you are.
There we go. So he can. There's your answer.
Thanks, boys.
All right.
Well, he's been a bright light for the Pies here this afternoon.
So back in the forward pocket, the ball will be thrown back in by the umpire. And it's going to be Davis doing the ruck work. With him is also big fella and Bennett. Ball comes to the ground, picked up, and again kicked back towards goal. But the only one standing there is Ryan Gerard. He takes the mark. Short up over the top will find Seed. Can go on now. So further afield he goes. Out wide, Soldic, and also Robbie Logue. The ball hits the ground. Logue first to recover. Runs back through the contest. Handballs again. Turns it over. So North Geelong with an opportunity to go back. Van Creeken. He can't pick the ball up cleanly. Picked up by Geordie Drew. Goes back to Robbie Lowe. He just puts boot to ball. Goes into the half forward line. Grundle best position. Good work there. Toby Ryan gets boot to or gets the ball to ground. Picked up by Grundle once again. Now he puts it down. Umpire says dropping the ball. Ryan quickly free kick and away he goes. But it's turned back over. Marked by Templeton. So Templeton now goes back inside towards Lowe, and he comes up and he takes the mark inside the centre square. Handballs away to Ryan Gerard, who's on the overlap, delivers the ball into the forward line. Kick towards Kennedy Hunt. Good kick towards Kennedy Hunt because he comes out and takes the mark. And from about 30 metres out, pretty close to directly in front, will go back and shoot at his third goal of the afternoon.
Big boy, isn't he? It's Kennedy Hunt.
He is.
And with that sort of feed, like that drop punt pass, just about bruised his chest.
You don't get much chance to spoil those ones.
No, you do not. Well, he's got a chance here, boys. He's, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. Bread and butter stuff for this fella. Umpire, he's had a good look.
Squeezed it in.
I think he has.
Looks good.
Great goal. Well, that's his third. Very handy to have, 6'3"?
Yeah, I haven't stood beside him, mate, but I reckon he would be. He looks pretty tall.
He is, isn't he? Big boy. He'd be having sitting in the square.
Yep. Played some footy in South Australia State League, also former Geelong Falcon. So that's 3 goals, 1 for him today off of 7 disposals and 3 marks as well. But to Darren Matheson's credit, prior to that contest, I reckon Maffo has been just as competitive on him.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Gerard again with a clearance, left foot going forward, and the mark's taken out there by Seed. Swings back on his right foot, little kick up over the top, goes towards Drew, continued to run. He takes the mark right on 50 now, and they go move the ball quickly again. Go back towards Grundle. Mark not taken, out the back it falls. Picked up there, Fisher. He's tackled, brought to ground. Umpire. Ball comes out, ends up in the hands of Soldic, who kicks towards goal, and Ryan Soldic gets his first goal of the afternoon, and the 8th now for the Inverleith side. So they're moved to 8-7-55 and 6-2-38 North Geelong. 29 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard.
Brilliant effort by Ryan Soldic. His second senior game, his first goal in senior football, returns back from the Bell Park Colts. Just going around the grounds. Anarchy's actually had a bit of momentum at Thompson. They were trailing by a bit before. They're 6-6-42. They now only trail Thompson by 9 points, 8-3-51 at the Godfrey Street Oval. In other games, Bannockburn 11-10-76 leading Coroyo 4-3-27. Belmont finally got a goal, 1 goal, trailing Bellpost Hill 25-125, so quite dreadful there. And finally, Werribee Central 6-5-41, now trailing East Geelong 11-7-73.
Gee, big quarter by East Geelong. So
and I was the only one that tipped him. Hey.
That's a good on you. Ball back inside, but a good strong mark there by Walsh from Inverleigh. Goes outside, marked by Grozdanowski. Was nicely taken also. Grozdanowski, a little short chip up over the top. We'll have Mays. So Mays still in the defensive side of centre wing. A chip over the top again. Cations comes up, takes a mark pretty much on true centre wing. So Inverleigh now possession game. As I said, they've kicked the last 3 of the quarter. They go out wide towards Grundle. Mark, is it just inside? Yes, says the umpire. He plays on, swings and goes. Inside the forward line they go, back towards Kennedy Hunt. He's up. Oh, he had one hand and was taken out. The Shepherd, says the umpire. So I'm not too sure that's a Shepherd. It's either a holder or, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's a bit
Yeah.
I don't know how he can work that one out, but Kennedy Hunt's got the footy.
As he said, he kicked 14 last week, but he's been able to kick goals against good sides and poors, so it's a sign of a good forward. If you get the ball delivered and it comes down that often, I think you've got every chance to do it. So he's now with an opportunity. He's got the ball. He'd be only 40 metres out, but again, pretty close to the boundary line, far side of the ground. Steps in. It's a nice kick. I think he's gone across the mark anyway. Umpire says going to be 50 metres, so now it goes right to the goal square. And if he didn't have 4 before, he's going to have it very shortly because he'll kick from directly in front and have the 9th goal for Inverleigh. So I think, did Matho step over the mark or someone get too close? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't quite pick that up, but maybe he's gone over the mark.
I think you've got to go with Matho. I didn't see any other
well,
North Geelong.
Lockie Hayes wasn't too far. He did spin around and talk to him, so I'm not too sure what the story was there. But anyway, goal goes to Jake Kennedy Hunt. He's got his 4th and now the 9th goal for Inverleigh. They're new 9-7. Hope Grubby's not listening.
I was just going to say, isn't it great not to have...
North Geelong, 6 goals, 2. 31 minutes gone, second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
And look, just speaking of the northern suburbs, I mentioned North Shore were trailing Newtown and Chilwell by a point. Newtown and Chilwell 4-5-29, North Shore 8-2-50. So Jason Davenport, that'll be a 5th win for them. That's more than the last 3 seasons.
Get off
combined.
just yet. It's a bit early yet.
Let's see how we go.
Back to the centre we go. Good quick hands there from Inverleigh. Sees the opportunity. That was Templeton. Goes out wide at the outer side of the ground. Ball back into play. Could have been Hutchison. Nice mark taken there. Could be Mays now. He plays on.
Geordie Drew.
Drew it is.
Oh.
Great mark. Too big, too strong. Matho did his best to punch, but the Kennedy Hunt's just clunked another nice grab. What is he? 45 out, pretty much straight in front. Siren sounds to terminate the second quarter. Odds on to kick this, would you suggest, boys?
Distance won't be a problem, I wouldn't think. They have 9-7 at the present time. This will take it to 10-7 if he kicks accurately. So Kennedy Hunt will step in and line up for goal number 5. He'll kick from just inside 50. Long kick towards goal. I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful kick. That is a beautiful kick. So he has 5 for the afternoon and the 10th now for Inverleigh. They move to 10-7, 67. North Geelong on 6-2, 38. And that quarter went some 33 minutes. So a nice lead there at the present time for Inverleigh. Goal kickers to this stage of the game for North Geelong. Luke Parker with 3 and all in that quarter, along with James Chandler, Derek Fitzsimmons and Grant Armistead all have 1. And for Inverleigh, as we said, Jake Kennedy Hunt with 5, 2 to Ryan Gerard, 1 each to Dalton Grundle, Robbie Logue and Ryan Soldick. So a 31-point margin at this stage at half-time. And when we come back, we'll have Alex Degani go through the first half here at the Keith Barclay Oval. You listen to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. Here we go, start of the second quarter here at the Keith Barclay Oval. As I said, a 3 goals, 5 Inverleigh, 2-2 to North Geelong. First tap comes out, goes towards Chandler, but cleared away by Hamer. Looking for some options, went outside Cations, back to Hamer, back now to Curtis Young. They're going backwards, but they maintain possession. They could turn it over now because North Geelong have worked hard. Swennerson over the top of him, and the ball will be a free kick to that young player. So Thomas Swennerson, left boot into the half-forward line. Great kick, straight through the hands of Elmer. So Inverleigh now with an opportunity. They come out wide towards Templeton, takes the ball and doesn't quite take the mark. Handballs over the top, goes back to Mays. He can't take clean possession. Templeton kicks off the ground, picked up by Curtis Young once again. Tries to get boot the ball, can't do so. Again, ball in demand there, but again, players converge, and the umpire this time will come in and take possession of it. So it's in between half forward and centre wing. North Geelong's attacking into the ground, heading to the Melbourne end of the ground at this stage. And Ruckman just asked to put their hand up, ends up in the hands of Curtis Young. Again, the handball not too effective, ends up in the hands of Chandler. He went over the top, back towards Grozdanovsky. He's got run possession of the ball, can't pick it up, and the ball will run over the boundary line. So we'll have a ball in taking place inside the, just forward of centre wing. This time Inverleigh's attacking into the ground. So again, it's going to be Hamish Bennett doing the ruck work. Only looks like a young bloke. Up against Stevie Rickett, so Rickett, body position, bit of strength. Ball comes to the front of the contest. Chandler once again had support, then lost possession incorrectly. Free kick goes to Robbie Logue. So Logue now Grundle just moves away, leaves a bit of space towards the forward line, goes in that direction. Kennedy Hunt probably too far out in front of him. Stevie Rickett covered off the space nicely. Handballs back over the top, picked up out there by Fisher on the left boot, only as far as the big fella and Bennett. Gerard's there, taken in a tackle and brought to ground. Umpire says we're going to have a ball up. And it's going to be just outside the forward 50 for the Inverleigh side. Again, with Rickett now doing some ruck work. Bennett's also there, goes to Gerard, picks the ball up, he's tackled, brought to ground. Umpire's going to be back in quickly, I would think, once again. So we're going to have a ball up. We've gone just over 2 minutes, second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel score has not changed. 3-5 Inverleigh, 2-2 North Geelong.
Ball now, back into play. Chance here for the Pies, trying to pick it up there. He was absolutely
Brockenshire, I reckon.
mauled.
Yeah.
Young Brockenshire, yeah, it was the 40 Guernsey. And he was well collared there by Inverleigh boys as the loose ball again. Pack of players have formed. Umpire forced to bounce down. Member side of the ground, just forward of centre wing here with Inverleigh to attack. Hamish Bennett does work there, but the loose ball spills free. Chance now for Hamer. Quick kick up to the high flyers, half forward line. Again, the Pies stand firm. Quick kick out looking for Rickett. Loose ball sees Brockenshire hit the footy hard, but he's also met solidly there by that Inverleigh player in young Will Hamer, I think it will find. And the umpire will be forced to bounce down again right in front of the members' pavilion here at Osborne Park, North Geelong. Grundle clears the ball now, looking for Mays. He's got time to steady, but he's rushed the kick. Dropped there by Matheson, was it? But he's forced through the minor score. Brings the ball directly back into play. There's been a whistle. Umpire said there, nice mark taken, and the Magpies now out of sight, half-back flank.
Van Creeken with the ball. He goes towards centre wing. Fitzsimmons the target over the top. Grozanowski, and that's Dan. Goes back and collects it. Has time to steady now. Looks back inside. Kick. Was going towards Kennedy Hunt. He leads in the race for the ball. Picks it up. Don't know whether the handball was effective, but it's been turned over. North Geelong had possession. They know it's back with Inverleigh in the hands of Cations. Long handball side. Goes towards Mays. Looks up. Goes towards Robbie Lowe. Ryan did try to get a hand on the ball, but the mark has been taken by Robbie Lowe inside there. Forward 50. He goes back and will shoot for his first goal.
Damaging left footer, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And he's going to have a chance now to go back and kick their fourth goal of the afternoon. So Lowe comes in, directly in front almost, but it will go across the face. No, it won't. It went straight through the middle. Umpire comes back. His first goal of the afternoon. And Robbie Lowe with his first and Inverleigh's fourth now. So 4-6 to Inverleigh, 2-2 North Geelong. We have gone nearly 5 minutes. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Kicked 2 goals in the interleague game up at Wedderburn, and before that he had a very nice resume at the Geelong Falcons. He's a development player there, played the one game as well. Where does Robbie Lowe sit in terms of Inverleigh's best forwards? Do you think we underrate him given the fact Kennedy Hunt and even Dalton Grundle are so pointing?
He's right up there, mate. He's pretty effective, actually.
Yeah, good running player, isn't he?
Yeah. He can play in a number of positions too. He can play on ball, he can play back if you want him to as well.
Yeah.
So back in the middle of the ground, we have it, and Seed tries to force his way out of the middle. He gets a handball over the top, goes towards Soldic, got the bounce of the ball, Knightley come back into his arms, went towards Kennedy Hunt, and there's going to be a free kick downfield now. It's got to be down the field. You can't.
Yep.
But no, the umpire says it's coming back.
Well, it's probably what the umpire's saying. He was pushed in the back before he kicked it.
Yeah, okay, we'll give him that. So the ball ends up now in the hands of Best. He goes back inside, kick, goes towards Kennedy Hunt once again. He can't take the mark. Good pressure from behind. North Geelong win possession of the ball. They go outside, went back to Hutchison though by hand. Ends up in the hands of Grundle. Step back inside. Right boot goes back towards goal. Long. And the contest is Hybens. Matheson there to support his teammate Namastead. And the ball will run over the boundary line and has been over the boundary line now, so we're going to have a ball in to take place. It's about 10 metres around from the behind post. Another opportunity for the Inverleigh side, so North Geelong working hard in this second quarter.
Hybens hasn't been the dominant factor as he normally is, has he?
So he usually does ruck work by himself, but then now they've got this other bloke. He's plays a bit more forward as well. So
easy money.
Yes, easy. So Logue, another opportunity, tried to handball the ball out, goes towards, I think it was Swennerson, that Brent ends up in the hands of Ryan Gerard, who kicks back towards goal. And Ryan Gerard may have his second goal of the afternoon, and he does. And the fifth now to Inverleigh. 5-6-36, 2-2-14, North Geelong, Conifine Hotel second quarter scoreboard. We have gone 7 minutes.
Well, I think we spoke too soon on Hyvens, because just as you said that, he had the double fist. But no, it's a very handy position for Inverleigh to be in. I think maybe Grundle did 20%, 15% of their ruck work last year. You throw in this Hamish Bennett, who I think you said Dale has a basketball background. He sure looks it. In terms of tall, they're not looking too bad heading into the back nine of the year.
Very strong. Very strong position in Inverleigh. The Hawks looking good here this afternoon. Back to the centre we go. This time, Hamish Bennett again does well, gets the ball to the ground, looking there for his teammate. Picking it up now is Geordie Drew. Goes to half forward, looking for the dash there of Logue, who just kicked that last goal. Chance now for them, but there's a pack of players of form. Some great pressure there by the Pies. I think it could be Tommy Davis out there. Luke Parker working hard as well. Umpires call for a bounce out of side half-back flank for these fabulous Magpies.
So far side of the ground is thrown up, and the ball has been straight back underneath the contest. And I think it's Taravillo that merges with it. No, it wasn't. It was Redfern. So play now restarts, ends up in the hands of Seed. Long handball back inside, only as far as DeSando. He couldn't take clean possession. Picked up by Best of Inverleigh, going back the other way now on the left boot, back into the half-forward line. Coming out, mark not taken, so at ground level, players work hard, and it's going to be another group of players on the far side of the ground that converge. Umpire stands back and now says it's going to be mine. So he's going to take possession in between half-forward and centre wing. Again, Inverleigh back into attack. Ben puts his hand up. Also Davis out there. Ground level, picked up. Hutchison got the handball away towards Drew. Drew looks up, goes towards the half-forward line, far side of the ground. Hyben's there, traps the ball, just goes back and can't collect it because he's got some opposition in there. And Hayes, he does nicely. Picked up by Gerard, tries to force his way out. Ball ends up in the hands of Soldic. He can't get out of the contest. And again, North Geelong's pressure is good.
Yeah, good pressure there.
They've been able to hold up.
Yeah, well, under a fair bit of pressure. Again, the poor old Magpie defence, Inverleigh. Half-forward line for them. Hybens does battle with Davis. Hybens' second effort, terrific. Hand pass well smothered. Now Grundle goes in hard. Met solidly there by his opponent, Ryan. Loose ball now, still a pack of plays. It spills. Umpires letting proceedings go. Whistle sounds now. And he'll have a bounce down about 40 metres out from the Inverleigh goal. Member side here of the Keith Barclay Oval, North Geelong. Chance now, Inverleigh with plenty of numbers at the ground. Good work there was from Brockenshire. Just forced the error. Ball spills over the line. I think you'll find it should be a throw-in, Dale.
Yes, we'll have one there on the half-forward line, Brony, and it's going to be just outside their forward 50. So Bennett this time comes down. He's going to take the ruck contest. Number of players around this one, and a ball thrown back in by the umpire. Goes towards Davis. He picks the ball up, or he ends up in the hands of Logue. Logue looks back inside. His kick goes across the ground. Put it out in front of Young. He's got Fitzsimmons not too far behind. He'll need to stay on his feet. He's done so nicely. Fitzsimmons just works him off the ball. Well done, Derek Fitzsimmons. He goes back the other way. Kingwell, he falls over out the back of the contest. Walsh leads in the race for the ball. Parker, he stays on his feet also. So Parker now runs inside 50. One bounce, two bounces, looks up, runs towards goal. Luke Parker, he won't miss too many of them going towards goal. And he gets his first goal of the afternoon and the third now for North Geelong. They're 3-2, and they trail Inverleigh on 5-6. We've gone nearly 11 minutes, second quarter. Conifine Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Only the fifth disposal of the game for Luke Parker, but it's the composure he brings when he gets the ball that keeps North Geelong on the good stead. In fact, he was one of the four key players that were missing last time we were here, Dale, 4 weeks ago. And while Doggy Ryan refuses to use him as an excuse for that 75-point loss, he does make quite the difference when he's back in this North Geelong side.
Not quite 75 points, though.
Was it?
Nah.
What was it?
What? No, I said he doesn't make 75
Oh,
points.
sorry, I thought you meant literally. That was
No.
Sorry.
He makes a difference, but not 75 points.
Yeah,
worth of
not
difference.
quite.
No. You're right.
Hybens does well this time again. I shouldn't have opened my big mouth earlier because since I bagged him for being a bit quiet, he's get his hands on the footy a couple of times. Loose ball now out of side centre wing. Who can pick it up? Fitzsimmons can. Hand pass was okay. Got it to Armistead. Looks up to half forward for the leading Pittman. But again, the boundary line beats all players for another throw in. Oh, we're at 85 metres now. North Geelong into attack. Early stages of the second quarter. Margin 16 points to the advantage of Inverleigh over the North Geelong Magpies here this afternoon.
So Hyman's now doing the ruck work. He takes it at ground level. It's Davis who's down on his knees, or PJ DeSanto actually it was. Hyman's is going to work hard now at ground level, tries to get the ball out. It does come out, but again, number of players around this contest. Umpire waiting and waiting and waiting some more, but now he says it's mine. He's going to come in and take possession of the ball. Outside their forward 50, in between there and centre wing. North Geelong this time they're attacking into the ground. Far side of the ground, the bay side. And the ball is thrown back up. Hybens holds his feet, gets the ball out the back nicely. Went to Grozdanovsky. He's going to get the 1-2 over the top. Can he run away? Has support though. Cations is there. He looks back inside, kicks back towards Seed. Half volley. Didn't he trapped it, but couldn't pick the ball up. He's got support again out the back this time. Grundle kicks into the half forward line. Ball runs free. Goes towards Kennedy Hunt. He's got 2-on-1. He's done nicely so far. Matheson has him. He got the handball away, but only as far as Taravillo. Back towards Toby Ryan. Ryan of North Geelong back inside. Nice kick. And DeSanto takes the mark.
Yeah, good
Running
work.
player.
Yeah.
Luke Van Creeken short when Elmer. They've moved the ball nicely. This is the important kick going into the forward line. And the mark has been taken by Pittman. He steadies. He's outside 50. Not confident to kick the distance. Goes looking for Fitzsimmons. Over the top. Good spoil from behind by Grozdanovsky. Picked up by Elmer. Front of the contest. Handball goes back to Parker. Runs through the contest. Can steady. Load
Back
up.
to back
go
goals.
long. And Luke Parker. Nice finish. His second goal of the afternoon and the fourth for North Geelong. 4 goals to North Geelong. May trail in the lead 5-6. 14 minutes gone. Second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard.
He has missed a lot of football because of work, Luke Parker, but that brings him to 11 goals for the season. Had a few interesting moments at half-back for the interleague side, but at half-forward, just as he was playing at half-forward when these two sides last met, he just brings that missing factor, maybe the missing piece of the jigsaw, boys.
Oh, look, he was very polished under a little bit of pressure, but poor old Derek Fitzsimmons, for me, should have been rewarded the free kick from that push behind, but no, said the umpire. But then, luckily for the Pies, Parker mops up and goals. Handy one at that. Now a chance for the Inverleigh side from that centre bounce. Great tackle. Whistle on play. Is he going to penalise him? No, and I think you'll find that could have been... Yes, it is rewarded. Well done, PJ DeSanto. Great tackle on his opponent there in Soldic. DeSanto now kicks long. There's a whistle on play.
The umpire's just talking to Mike Best here, who was on the mark. We're on the edge of the centre square towards North Geelong's goal. Ball's to be brought back.
Go short. Zach Schwinnerson, chance. Held without it. Copped a little one a bit high as well.
Got himself back in the contest a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, they certainly have got themselves back in here. Elmer looks up the leading Pittman, but we're chipping in. Great mark taken there. Nathan Mays. Yeah, beauty. Hand pass over the top. He's got great support there. Could have been, I think you'll find, the
Grozdanovsky brothers.
Grozdanovsky's, was it?
Yep.
My Jingo's, they're pretty slippery too when they get the leather.
So far side of the ground now, the ball has been taken over. Hutchison, I think it was the last play with the ball. So again, Hyman's doing